You can kind of see him. Sack Life! Beat Depression is day 862, and you know what we're about to do. Get into another somatic healing session to wipe out depression. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here now. Anyone who's tuning in later, appreciate you guys and girls. Today is a very special episode of Sack Life Official. It's a partnership. We're doing a joint program here, sharing free mental tools in a whole big initiative with a whole bunch of other mental health advocates and professionals in their fields who are willing to show up and share those tools that help them and help others to help us all help each other at the same time in a mutually beneficial way. It's called 21 Days of Gratitude. It's a special initiative started through Zentai Martial Arts. I want to shout out gratitude to Zentai Martial Arts for creating this initiative and bringing people together, all different types of people with different types of tools to share. I'm one of them. There was a yoga instructor this morning. I'm running on mountain time. It was 5 a.m. for me, so I was not alive yet. I was not with the world of the living, so I did miss that. But I think if you're on Eastern time, that would be happening at 7 a.m., and that might be something you want to tune into. So make sure you're checking out those other resources that are going to be being shared for the next 21 days through this special initiative, this move from hope through the bridge of courage, from fear through the bridge of gratitude to hope. That is the initiative. So hope to courage, we're overcoming fear, we're using that bridge of gratitude, very powerful tool. So as you know, for those of you who have been here before, you know this is a martial arts for mental health show, and we like to focus in on those mental health tools first and find the ones that work for us. So for anyone who's new here, I'm speaking to you at the moment, we're going to start every single show from now to the end of the 21 Days of Gratitude, but also till the end of my life. I'll be here every single day at the same time, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we're going to start every single show for the rest of my life with that powerful mental health tool of gratitude. And that's why it's so appropriate. That's why it's so fitting, and things are working so well that we can come together and share in this initiative, this 21 Days of Gratitude. So today, I am grateful. This is my section of gratitude. I am grateful to Zentai Martial Arts. I am grateful to the movement they have started, the initiative they have started, from hope to courage. I am grateful for this 21 Days of Gratitude and for the opportunity to link up with other mental health professionals, mental health advocates, and share those free mental health tools. I'm also grateful to each and every one of you who is here now, who's showing up, whether you're showing up for the first time or you've shown up consecutively. I appreciate you. I appreciate your time. I appreciate you taking a moment to explore different options, different tools that might work for you and might help you improve not only your life, but the lives of others. You are part of my gratitude section today as well. I also want to shout out gratitude. I'm overwhelmed. I've been overwhelmed with gratitude today because there's a tremendous amount of support coming through social media just the last 2 days from a lot of martial artists, from stuntmen, from actors, from superstars out there. I appreciate all of you. Thank you so much for helping us raise awareness and empower people with these tools for free. We deserve them, right? Mental health care is a basic human right. It should be free. This is what we can do about it. Let's do it together. So my gratitude going out in all of those directions today. Now, as a practice for yourself, go ahead and think about your piece of gratitude for today, and that can help put you into a positive mindset as we move into today's lesson. It's the first tool we're sharing, that powerful mental health tool of gratitude. Think about your gratitude section. Also, I want to let you guys know that studies have shown, there have been studies on gratitude, and they've shown that even if you can't find something to be grateful for today, simply asking yourself that question, what do I have to be grateful for today, can have a positive impact on the mind, helping make it easier to find those silver linings and find those things to be grateful for the more you ask yourself that question. So don't worry if you can't find anything today to be grateful for. The more you ask yourself that question, the easier it will start to become. And I can let you know, just from personal experience, it's been 862 days of gratitude. It's so easy now. It's easy. It gets easier every day. I've been grateful all day. Even when I'm going through hard times or dealing with difficult things, I can whip out that gratitude tool and turn my mood around right on the spot. And that's the power of the gratitude tool in my life. So go ahead and practice that gratitude tool. See if it can do something for you. Remember, we're all here as individuals. We're all going through our individual life experience, and we've got to find those tools that work for us as individuals as well. We're not all going to resonate with the same exact tools. So see if that gratitude tool is going to work for you. Put it into practice and stay consistent with it and see if you can find those benefits. I want to also shout out gratitude to those who are in here now. Kathy, my Aunt Kathy, thank you so much for being here. I love you, Kathy. Thanks. Thanks for the support. Sweat in Houston, thank you so much for being here. Missy Chaffo, thank you. Samaru Santos, thank you for being here. And Slayer Ken, we are grateful for you sharing your practice with us from Sammy. Thank you so much. Oh, Samia, thank you so much for being here. Samia is part of one of the facilitators out here in this gratitude. There's 21 days of gratitude. Check her out. She's going to be sharing resources as well. Maybe things that can really positively impact your life. Make sure you're checking out those other resources and giving yourself the most tools possible, the best fighting chance forward towards better mental health. Shout out to Slayer Ken and Lisa the Luminary. Slayer the Ken sharing his days of progress. We're not there yet, bro. I'll get back to that comment in a minute. Checking in on other comments. Slayer Ken says, glad your system's working. For many of us who are struggling with mental health, you're growing each and every day. We all are. Absolutely. That's what it is. That's what it's about. We're all in this thing together. We're all growing forwards together. My buddy Jeff Shadley, of the good news. Oh man, we go way back, brother. I appreciate you so much. You are such a positive light in this world. If you don't know who Jeff is, check him out. He's going to be doing a whole bunch of amazing stuff. He's been doing a whole bunch of amazing stuff and sharing just positivity and putting light out into the world. He's an amazing human being. Shout out to Simon Amaze. Thank you so much for being here. Cal Ross. Slayer Ken. There's so many people. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. All right, so you're all part of my gratitude section. Think about your gratitude section for today. That's your first mental health tool. And if that's the one that works for you and nothing else today, you can join me, and I will be here to support your growth every single day just for this first section of the show. You can pop in, share that gratitude section, and then leave. It's fine. You don't even have to say goodbye. As long as you can benefit from it just by being here and being present, you help motivate others to share. You help motivate others to find tools that work for them. So I thank you for your time and for your energy and for being here. Thank you so much. So that being said, we covered the gratitude tool. Now we're going to get into the second mental health tool that we share every single day. And this one too can have a compounding effect in your life, building into more and more powerful tool the more we use it. And that is this progress tracking tool, this list-based tool. This is a very, very powerful tool. It's been 862 days of consecutive progress for me, consecutive training for me, the Sack Man. Let me know how many days it has been for you. And this tool is a big deal for a lot of different reasons. But one of the things that this tool can help you do is by keeping track of your daily goal accomplishment and making a goal that you can accomplish, that's not a burden, only takes a little bit of time, it's easily accomplishable every single day. You get to give yourself positive proof, factual proof that you got up and you accomplished that goal in the face of anything that you are struggling with. So whether you're dealing with anxiety or depression and you've got those negative intrusive thoughts, using this goal tracking, progress tracking tool, you can help remind yourself of your strength and your endurance and your ability to overcome those things, especially those thoughts that you may receive from dealing with depression, like I can't get out of bed today, or feeling like your body's too heavy to lift. I know I was there. It felt like I was physically too heavy to get out of bed, like my body was too heavy to move, and my brain was constantly lying to me and telling me things like I don't deserve to get up, or I can't do this, or I can't do that. This list tool helps you reinforce that factual truth and break that victim mindset that depression and anxiety try to sell us. It helps you recognize that those thoughts and feelings are temporary, and you have factual proof of your lasting strength and endurance. Not only your track record of success, not only what you've accomplished in the past, but what you can look forward to accomplishing today, and how much you can look forward to accomplishing for the next 862 days, or however many days you are keeping track of as you continue to move forwards towards better mental health. For me, another thing that this number tool has done is allow me to recognize that it has been 862 days since I've had a single thought of suicidal ideation. And that is something that I struggled with before it became increasingly prevalent in my mind. It became increasingly prevalent in my life until one day I woke up and that is the only thing I could think of doing, and I wound up in an emergency room. But since I've made a consistent, daily, accomplishable goal and used this list tool, it has literally been 862 days since I've had a single thought of suicidal ideation. It's also factual proof that you've not been debilitated. If you're taking part in this class and this is your daily goal accomplishment, then every day you're getting up, you're fighting forwards, you're on your feet, you're literally, factually not debilitated. You're overcoming that debilitation, even if it's just for 10 minutes at a time. So keep track of that number. Let it build up into you, into more self-validation, self-esteem, and self-confidence, because that's what this is. This is your proof of the strength and the credit that you deserve. And if you got a number, share it. It's a great way to help inspire others to find tools that work for them and to make progress in their lives as well. We can motivate each other by being the change that we want to see. And speaking of sharing that progress tool, we got Slayer Ken coming in at 470 days of consecutive progress. Brother, heck yeah. Good stuff. Thank you so much for sharing that, helping inspire others. And Lisa the Luminary at 562 days of consecutive progress through thick and thin, right? I know it has not been easy. Every day brings its own challenges, and every day we show up, we crush those challenges, we prepare ourselves to handle the next ones, and your consistency is going to motivate and inspire. It's motivated and inspired me to continue. It's motivated and inspired a lot of others to continue and to find ways forwards for themselves as well. I know, because I'm getting the DMs. So appreciate you guys. Know that you are having a positive impact out there as well by sharing that progress. It's one of the most beautiful things that we can do for each other out here as human beings. So that is our progress tracking tool. That's our gratitude tool. We got 2 tools down. We got a whole lot more to go. So I want to check in on comments and just make sure I don't miss anybody. Shout out to Joanna Fernandez. Thank you so much for being here. Simon Amaze, Lupe, Slayer Ken, Karate, Fort Leavenworth. Thank you so much for being here, for the support. Appreciate you. Vabby Have, Bruce 13. Thank you so much, everybody, for being in here. I appreciate you all. You're all part of my gratitude section. So again, make sure you're checking in and asking yourself that question. What can I be grateful for today? Work that gratitude tool. See if it works for you. That second tool, progress tracking tool, lump that in there. We want to add as many tools as possible. The goal of this program is to empower you with tools, not enable you to rely on this program or me being here every day. It's to share with you tools that help me and helped other people so that you can take them and put them into your personal self-care routine. So even if this whole show is not your vibe, if you don't like the martial arts aspect and you only can glean a couple of things from here and there, take those things, put them into your self-care routine, and give yourself that best fighting chance forwards towards better mental health. So we covered gratitude, covered progress tracking. Let's talk about the lesson, because it's a special one today. It's always a special one on Sundays. It's an active recovery day from our normal routine. We generally have a higher intensity program every single day. We have 2 active recovery days per week so that we can continue making progress every day. We never need a day off from progress, and we can show up and challenge ourselves to our skill level. So that being said, what is ahead? We're going to have 3 rounds of low intensity, mid intensity, and then back to low intensity exercise. And we're going to be sharing a calming breathwork tool, an activating breathwork tool, and then we're going to be finishing up with a brief meditation. These tools will be integrated in to a shadowboxing routine, a martial arts routine. So at the same time as practicing self-care and tapping into other mental health tools, we're also going to be learning striking techniques and patterns that we can use for self-defense, we can use for a somatic release that you can experience from hitting the bag, that is what changed my life. That's what turned my life around 180. After coming out of the emergency room and dealing with suicidal ideation, I went out and bought a punching bag because I was really angry. I started hitting it, and the first time that I hit it, I felt a release unlike what I could get in therapy, unlike what I got from medication. And shortly after making it a daily routine, I was out of therapy, off of medication with green lights from my doctors, and I was experiencing somatic healing. I didn't know it at the time, but that's what it is. And since then, we've been refining it for over 2 years, for 800, where are we? 862 days. That's why it's important to have the list tracking tool. Write it down, put it somewhere, because it's very easy to forget how far you've come. Very easy to not give yourself credit. So make sure you're writing it down. And Karate 411, where it said, never need a day off from progress. Love it. Heck yeah, absolutely. We can always find a way forwards, even if it's low intensity. Even if you can't stand up today, you can move your arms. You can make progress. You can put some work into that breathwork tool. You can make progress. There's always a way to make a way forwards. Find your way forwards. Make your way forwards. And that's what we do here every single day. So, like I said, you can use the tools that we're going to equip you with, the shadow boxing and striking techniques, so that when you get to a heavy bag, when you have that opportunity to experience this mental health tool right here behind me, you'll be prepared and you'll be able to strike with confidence, put in that full output into it, and then get the most out of it without injuring yourself. And that way you'll be only building yourself up and getting stronger the more you practice with that tool. Shout out to Claire. Appreciate you. Thank you for being here as well. And to Matthias, thank you so much as well. So, like I said, first session is going to be on that calming breathwork tool. It's known as diaphragmic breathing. This is another mental health tool that you can tap into. And we're going to link that tool with martial arts movement, and we're going to practice some basics. We're getting back to basics for these next 21 days. We'll be linking in basics so that it'll basically be, I didn't plan that, basically be basic training routine, and that will empower you with a lot of different striking techniques you can use to mix up your routine, keep it creative, keep it fun, and that way you can enjoy making that progress every day. This is the best time of my life. This is the best time every day. I look forward to this. I look forward to making progress. I look forward to building myself up physically, mentally, emotionally, and even spiritually out here in nature. And it's because I made it a sustainable routine and I've equipped myself with tools that work for me. So we're going to do the same thing for you today. So starting with that breath work tool, like I mentioned earlier, we're going to practice that first before we get into the first round. And then we're going to just flow through the session, all 3 rounds. Each round is going to be about 5 minutes. We're going to have 1 minute breaks in between to catch your breath and drink some water. In the final session, I would advise you to have somewhere comfortable to sit, but you can do it standing up as well. You really don't need anything for this routine. You just need to show up for yourself, and I'll be here to support your growth, and we're going to make that progress together. Shout out to Haynes from Germany. Appreciate your support, brother. Thank you so much for being here. All right, so let's talk about this breathwork tool before we get into the first section and link it with movement. Starting in a neutral position, standing nice and straight, squared off with your camera, we're going to take one hand and place it over the belly. Take another hand and place it over the chest. And we're going to take a deep breath in through the nose, deep down into the belly. And our goal here is to keep that chest flat and breathe with our belly. This is known as diaphragmic breathing. And it's a way to calm the nervous system and put you back in control no matter what situation you are in. So if you're in a high intense situation and that stress hormone's pumping and things are going crazy, you can tune into the power of just this breathwork tool, slow your heart rate, calm your nervous system, and make calm, clear, logical decisions instead of reacting based on those emotions or that flood of hormone. So one hand over the chest, one hand over the belly. Make sure that chest stays flat, like I mentioned before. And we're going to take a long, slow, deep breath through the nose, filling that belly with air. Let's do it together. Deep breath in through the nose. Let the belly expand. Hold on to it for a moment. And then we're going to long and slow exhale out the mouth. So we're inhaling through the nose to the belly. We're holding on to that breath for a moment, and then we're going to long and slow exhale out the mouth. Using the inhale through the nose and exhaling out the mouth is important. Make sure that you're exhaling out the mouth, inhaling through the nose. Keep it nice and slow, and I'm going to show you how to make this tool more and more effective as we go. We're going to grow through what we go through out here and grow together. One more time. This time when you get to the exhale position, I want you to put some resistance in the lips. Purse the lips, just like that, just so there's some back pressure there when you're exhaling. That's going to further exercise that diaphragmic breathing muscle and give you an even more of a calming effect on your nervous system. So you can also take note right now. Just check in on yourself. See how you're feeling. Are you anxious? Do you have anxious energy? Is your heart racing? Are you pumped? Are you excited or nervous about anything? Now, pay attention to how your nervous system changes as we tune into this breathwork tool together. Let's do it again, this time with the resistance in the lips. Take that deep breath into the belly, nice and slow. Holding on to it for a moment. We're going to long and slow exhale out the mouth through pursed lips this time. And you may start to feel those calming effects. We're going to take it to the next level again. And this time, we're going to make sure that that exhale is twice as long as the inhale. So however long you're inhaling for, you want to hold the breath for a moment in between, and then twice as long on the exhale. Let's do it together, using those other modifiers as well. Chest flat, deep breath in through the nose, nice and slow. Fill the belly, hold. Now long and slow exhale out the mouth. You can close the eyes here, visualize that breath. That can take it up to the next level as well. We'll talk more about that in the final session. But for now, that is the diaphragmatic breathing tool. It's that simple. It's very easy. Once you get the hang of it, you can feel the benefits of that tool. The more we use it, the more powerful it can become in your life, like those other tools we're sharing. So now, we're going to take it and we're going to integrate it with martial arts. We're going to integrate it with movement to give you an even better somatic release and train you in striking patterns that could potentially serve in self-defense and also prepare you to hit that bag and feel that life-saving change. It's going to be a life-saving change for some. It's not going to work for all, like we said. It's all about the individual. It's all about what works for you. So if the breathwork tool works alone, use it. If it works with the movement and works with the martial arts, use that as well. And we're going to get that going. I'm going to start the timer. We're going to get into our first session. We're going to also have calming music coming through our sweet boombox. And if you'd like to check out these tunes, you can stream them for free on Spotify at saclifeofficial.com. They're actually encoded with binaural beats that can help you meditate, help you relax, help you de-stress if you're using headphones. So check those out when you get a chance on Spotify at saclifeofficial.com. And let's get it going. I hope you like it. I created them, so if you're going to comment on the music, be kind. But let's do this thing. Also, make sure you're drinking plenty of water. Hydration, super important, especially with some of these breathwork tools. And Haynes said he's going to send me some questions next week. Looking forward to it, Haynes. We might be doing an interview with Germany pretty soon, so stay tuned for that as well. Let's get this tool, this first section underway. Here we go. Round 1, 5 minutes. All right. So we're going to tune into that breathwork tool. We're going to pop into our Muay Thai stance. If you're not familiar with the stance, we're going to break it down briefly for you here. I did post a stance guide, and there are guides available on saclifeofficial.com in the free martial arts for mental health class section. It can tell you how to position your body and feet so you can be fully prepared for all of the things that we're doing together. So what we're going to do is square hips, squared shoulders with your camera. Visualize your opponent in front of you, that physical embodiment of a person, a figure that you can land your strikes on. We're going to step forwards, leaving our dominant hand next to our rear leg in the back. We're going to step forwards into a nice balanced position here. You can visualize a box on the ground, a square, placing the ball of the front foot in the top corner, ball of the back foot in the bottom corner. Put a little bend in those knees so that the weight comes off the heels, and you can start shifting your weight from that front foot to the back foot. Knees bent, heels slightly raised. We're in our balanced squared position. Our head should be right in the center of those 2 feet, nicely evenly spaced here. And we're going to bring the hands up by the brow line, closing the fingers, tucking the thumbs, and tucking the chin. Curl those hips forwards just a little bit, and you are now in a Muay Thai position. Don't worry if you don't get it right away and it feels unnatural. Over time, it will get easier and easier. So this is our first position. This is our balanced, standard Muay Thai position. We're going to start with a very basic jab and cross. Like I said, today's day 1 of 21 days of gratitude, so we're going to go slow. We're going to take it from the beginning. Remember to visualize that opponent. Keep your guard high, and we're going to tune into that breath. Take that deep breath into the belly in your defensive position. Long and deep into the belly, keeping the chest flat. And now we're going to exhale long and slow as we step forwards and turn through into our first striking pattern. Nice and slow, long exhale out the mouth, extending that lead fist forwards as you step forwards and turn the fist over to strike your visualized target. Let's do it together. Remember, visualize that target, visualize where a head would be. Go back to your balanced stance. In your neutral balance stance, take that deep breath into the belly in defensive position. Hold that breath in the belly. Now long and slow, small step forward as you twist through the shoulders and hips, keeping the guard high on the opposite side. You're extending that lead hand into our jab. That's our number 1 punch. Turning the fist over, landing on large 2 knuckles. We're following our breath. We're exhaling nice and slow, and we're following that breath forwards into the jab. When you finish the exhale here in striking position, take that deep inhale back to the belly as you re-square the hips and shoulders, and you turn your body back into your balanced position. Long and slow exhale forward. Flow like water into position there, keeping the guard high, extending that lead hand, turning it over, squeezing that fist at the point of impact. We want to keep the wrist nice and straight. Fully exhale there, and then deep and slow inhale back to the belly as we square up. After each combo or striking pattern, you want to square the hips and shoulders with that visualized target. Get yourself back into a balanced position. If you feel burn in the shoulders, you feel that lactic acid building up at any point, shake it out and return to the power of breath so that we can keep it low intensity. Deep breath in through the nose to the belly. Hold on to it. Long and slow exhale out the mouth. And back in. We're going to add in the cross now. It might move a little fast, but if you stick with it, you can always rewatch these episodes and pick up where you left off. Take that deep breath into the belly in defensive stance. Hold that breath in for a moment. Long and slow exhale, small step forward. Staying nice and balanced, extending that lead hand into the face of that visualized target. From here, we're going to continue following that breath nice and slow, and we're going to rotate right on through to a cross. So what we're going to do here is rotate those shoulders and hips in the opposite direction, bringing that lead hand back to defend as the rear hand extends forwards into cross position. Fully exhale there, striking your target, and deep inhale back to defensive stance. Hold that breath in the belly and exhale long and slow through the jab and cross. One breath, two strikes, nice and slow, flow with it. Deep inhale back. Notice my ankle is turning on that rear foot. So I'm stepping in to the one, and then I'm rotating on the ball of the rear foot and extending for the two. Twisting the shoulders and hips. Our power comes from rotation. Nice and slow. Deep inhale back to defensive position. Guard up, visualize that opponent, nice and slow, flow into the jab and cross. Turning those fists over, sending them down the center line, head should stay nice and balanced, chin tucked to enhance that balance. And deep inhale back to defensive position. Holding the breath in the belly, long and slow, one more time. And that is the end of round one. Hopefully, you didn't get carried away with the striking patterns, and you were able to calm the nervous system with that breathwork tool and movement, combining them together. We're all learning and growing here. Let's make sure we kept it low intensity by tuning back into that breath tool very quickly. Deep breath in through the nose to the belly. Hold on to it. Long and slow exhale out the mouth. Letting the belly fall, chest stays flat the whole time. Fully exhale there. One more time. Deep breath in through the nose to the belly. Hold on to it. Long and slow exhale out the mouth. That sun's going down early and it's gonna freeze. It's gonna freeze out here. It gets very, very cold. So, all right, that's the end of our calming breathwork routine and our somatic healing session through that flow-based martial arts striking pattern. Now we're going to get into an activated breathwork routine, and as always with all exercise routines, you want to make sure you're cleared by your physician before you start any new routine or anything that's going to put a strain on your system. So this next one is known as the yogic breath of fire. It does put a strain on your nervous system. It does pump that stress hormone cortisol, and what it does is it teaches our brain, it trains our brain to associate that stress hormone with progress and success instead of anxiety, panic, and stress. So the more you practice with this tool, the more you can condition your body to handle that stressor in a positive way. And for some people, that's helped eliminate panic attacks. Boy, it's getting very, very cold. Start bundling up. So I'm going to go over this breathwork tool alone, and then we're going to link it into a martial arts practice that will help improve your speed in your punches, your accuracy in your punches. It will help give you energy while you're training. So if you're low on energy, you can give yourself an energy boost using this breathwork tool incorporated in to your boxing technique. Like I said, it's known as the yogic breath of fire. So the way it's going to work is we're going to have a short, powerful burst of air through those pursed lips. Woo, we're going to do it together. It's going to look like this. just like that. Short, powerful burst through the lips, and then a passive rebound of that air through the nose. So it's not a conscious inhale. It's just a passive bounce back of the air. And we're going to turn that into a pattern. Each pulse of breath out is going to be 1 rep. We're going to start with 20 breaths of fire here, and then you're going to check in on yourself and make sure that you're not feeling lightheaded or dizzy or seeing spots or anything like that. It's going to mean you're going to need to dial that intensity back. Also, make sure you're drinking water because you can get dehydrated with this breath work tool alone. So it's going to look just like this. Powerful breath of air out the mouth, through pursed lips, remember a little resistance in the lips, and just passively let that air bounce back through the nose, or chambering, top and bottom. Each breath out is a rep. We're going to keep those reps going in a cycle for 20 reps to start. Let's do it together, just the breath, before we link in the martial arts technique. 20 breaths of fire here in 3, 2, 1. Deep breath in now through the nose to the belly. Long exhale out the mouth. Check in on you and see how you're feeling. If you're feeling lightheaded, seeing spots, or dizzy, drink lots of water, slow down that breath, and make sure you're tuning into you and not pushing too hard. We don't want to push too hard, especially if you don't have supervision or you've never done this before. We're going to try it again now. If you're still feeling good, you will get a boost of energy. You will get a boost of that stress hormone is going to pump. Heart rate's going to accelerate. That's normal. That's what we want to feel. What we don't want to feel is nauseousness, dizziness, lightheadedness, or spots in the vision. Let's do it again. Another 20 breaths of fire here. 3, 2, 1. Deep breath in through the nose to the belly. Long exhale out the mouth. Check in on you. And now we're going to link it in with some light jab cross action. Just from the shoulders. Get into your balanced Muay Thai position like we talked about before. Squared up, right foot in each corner of that visualized box on the ground. Heads balanced in the middle, chin tucked. Ankles slightly raised, knees slightly bent. Guard up by the brow line. And what we're going to do is we're going to link the pulse in that breath with the whip in each punch. And we're just going to work little rotations here. Don't throw with too much power. We're just focusing on form, and we're linking in that movement. Just like that. The pulse in the breath is going to link with the whip in the punch. You're going to make sure you're turning that fist over, and you want to land on the large 2 knuckles on your visualized target there. This is a very good practice. I'll tell you all the benefits later. We're going to run short on time. But we'll link the pulse in the breath with the whip in that punch. And then bring them back to guards. Don't leave them out there. Bring them back to guards after each breath. We're going for 20 breath of fire punches here in 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. Deep breath in the nose to the belly. Keep it balanced. Long and slow exhale out the mouth. Check in on you. Make sure you're doing all right. We're going for another 20 breath of fire punches in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Deep breath in the nose to the belly. You may feel that energy picking up. Totally normal. Keep it going. Another 20 breath of fire punches in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Deep breath in the nose to the belly. Long exhale out the mouth. And that's the end of our activated breath of fire punches section. Shout out to Mira Wait. Appreciate you tuning in from Germany as well. Jump Rope Superstar. Appreciate you so much. Thank you for being here. And for the others who are in here right now. Now is the time to check in on yourself. Where is your heart rate? Is your breathing heavy? Do you have that activated feeling? Do you feel like you got more energy out there? Do you have that excited nervous system? All of those things are normal, and all of those things are very similar to the somatic, the physical experience that you will go through if you're dealing with panic attacks, shortness of breath, high heart rate, anxious activated feeling. What we're going to do now is show you how you can take control over those physical symptoms, those somatic symptoms, with a brief meditation. So I'd like you to get somewhere comfortable, whether it's sitting on something soft or laying down on the ground, or standing up just in a comfortable, neutral position. We're now going to return to the power of the breath and calm the nervous system, starting with the diaphragmatic breathing and making it more and more effective as we move into a brief meditation. So let's go back to that breathwork tool. One hand over the chest, one hand over the belly. Check in on yourself. Check on your nervous system. Is it activated? We're about to calm it down. Take that deep breath in through the nose to the belly. Hold on to it. Long and slow exhale out the mouth. Remember, pursed lips. Breathe nice and slow, deep through the nose to the belly. Hold on to it. Long and slow exhale out the mouth. Now we're going to start to make this more and more effective. I'm already feeling those calming effects. I don't know if you can tell, but my energy has dropped, my heart rate's slowed. And the more you practice this tool, the more effective you can make it. Let's make it more effective as we continue to grow together. We're going to turn it into a proven method known as the 4-7-8 breath. So we're going to take a slow 4-second inhale through the nose to the belly. We're going to hold on to that breath for 7 seconds, and then we're going to long and slow exhale through pursed lips. Still using diaphragmatic breathing, but tuning in to another tool, another breathwork tool that we can use here. So 4 seconds in the nose, nice and slow, fill in the belly. Hold on to it for 7 seconds, then 8-second exhale, nice and slow out the mouth. Let's do it together. 4 seconds in. Hold. 8-second exhale here, nice and slow. Keep that pattern going. 4 seconds in. Hold on to it for 7. 8-second exhale here. Now breathe slow. If you ran out of room in your belly before you got to 4 seconds, then breathe slower. Inhale slower into the belly. That way it can take you 4 seconds to fully expand that belly. We don't want to feel pain or discomfort. We just want to go nice and easy and make sure the chest stays flat and we're breathing deep into the belly. 4 seconds in again. You can close the eyes and visualize that breath. Take it to the next level as well. Let's enhance that tool even more. 4-7-8 breath, eyes closed, visualize the breath entering the nose and fill in the belly. 4 seconds in. Hold on to it. 8-second exhale here. Visualize that breath leaving the body. As you exhale, relax the jaw, relax the shoulders, and try to blow away that tension, blow away that stress. Visualize that stress leaving your body with the power of breath. Let's do it again. Eyes closed, visualize the breath. 4 seconds in, hold for 7. Exhale for 8. Pursed lips, chest stays flat, nice and slow. Belly breaths here, diaphragmatic breathing here. 4 seconds in. Hold on to it. 8-second exhale that stress. Nice and slow. You should feel the nervous system calming down already. 4 seconds into the belly, nice and easy. Hold on to it. 8-second exhale here. Let's make it more powerful. 4 seconds in, and this time as you hold that breath in your belly, I want you to ask yourself the question, how you feel in that moment as you're holding that breath in. Take that breath in, 4 seconds to the belly. Hold on to it for 7 and ask yourself how you feel. How do I feel in this moment? 8-second exhale. This breath is your power to give yourself peace in any given moment. Breathe in that power again. 4 seconds through the nose to the belly, nice and slow. Hold on to it and ask yourself how you feel. 8-second exhale here. Keep that pattern going. We're going to keep bumping up the effectiveness of this tool as we go. Ignore the bell if you do hear a bell. Nice, slow, 4-second breath in. Visualizing that breath. Chest stays flat. We're breathing deep through the nose to the belly. 4 seconds in. Hold on to the breath. sit with it. Sit with that power of peace that you're giving yourself right now. And remind yourself that you're the one putting in the work. You're the one bringing yourself here. I'm just sharing the tool. You're the one using it. And you deserve the credit for it. Long exhale here out the mouth, 8 seconds. Deep breathe in, 4 seconds. Inhale that power of peace. Hold on to it. Visualize it, filling your body. Filling your body with that power of peace in this breath. 8-second exhale here, long and slow through pursed lips. Deep breathe in again, 4 seconds to the belly, nice and slow, keeping the chest flat. We're going to change the narrative here and tell ourselves, I deserve this. I deserve this peace. I deserve this break in this moment. Long and slow exhale out the mouth. This is your power of peace. Breathe it in, 4 seconds to the belly. Hold on to it. Remind yourself you're the one who brought you here. 8-second exhale and let that stress go. A few more rounds now with this 4-7-8 breath with no instruction. We're just going to breathe together. We're going to calm that nervous system together and tune into your power and empower yourself with these tools. Remember what you've learned so far and keep that 4-7-8 pattern going. Let's do together a few rounds. Here we go. Deep breath in. If you don't need the hands as a guide, rest them in a more comfortable position by your side. Deep breath in. Eight-second exhale. I'm going to stop chatting. Keep that breathwork tool going. And that is going to bring an end to our first official Superhuman Sunday 21 Days of Gratitude initiative program. So I hope that you guys are feeling the benefits of these mental health tools the same way that I'm feeling them. This last one and this whole routine, when you put it all together and take your body on this journey through these different mental health tools, it can sometimes have a lasting effect. A few people back in my hometown have felt this. They felt a lasting effect of euphoria, a lasting effect of peace throughout the day for several hours later. Food can sometimes taste better, and there's a reason for that, scientific reason. I won't get into all of it right now, but you can fact check it. When you're putting yourself through these stressors, and especially when I'm going through that yogic breath of fire, and then you put yourself back in control using these powerful tools of meditation, you can experience what a lot of runners experience, known as a runner's high. Right? They're getting themselves in that flow zone. They're giving themselves a challenge, and it excites the system and it pumps those good feeling endorphins. It also excites the endocannabinoid receptors in the brain, and it can give you a natural high. Runners call it a runner's high. We're not running, but we can still tap into it. So go out, enjoy the rest of your day. Make sure you're taking it easy. It is a Sunday. It's a day of rest, Superhuman Sunday. Make sure you're giving yourself active recovery and use those tools that work for you. Tap into the ones that work for you. Put them in your toolbox. Give yourself a super effective routine to fight forwards towards better mental health. And just to wrap it up, on the note of gratitude, I want to shout out to everybody who is in here. Samia, thank you so much for being here. Setyo86820 and Orlando TKD, thank you so much for being here as well. And everybody else who's been tuned in and so supportive. Thank you so much. We are on our way to create free, sustainable mental health care for the world. I'll be traveling, once we get this bus back on the road, I'll be traveling across the country offering free heavy bag therapy to anybody diagnosed with depression or anxiety so that they can feel the same somatic release that I felt that saved my life. And the only thing we need to make this thing sustainable is each other. The only thing we need is enough follows on social media, and then we'll be able to get advertisers and marketing companies that are already hitting you with ads to instead pay for free mental health care. So share what works for you. Spread the word. Please do help us. Thank you so much for all of your support so far, and everybody who's been here. I really do hope that some of these tools are working for you the same way they work for me. And until next time, I will catch you same sack time, same sack channel, same sack life. Sack man out. Oh, checking out those comments. Jeff, my buddy Jeff said, thank you so much, and that was super helpful, and the music is great. Thanks so much, bro. I really appreciate that. Until next time, catch you later.